Night falls heavy over the village of Eroba. The sky turns black like spilled ink, and the wind screams through the trees. Waves crash against the shore, angry and wild. Fishermen scramble to pull their boats onto the sand, shouting warnings to one another. Mothers call their children inside. Doors slam shut. Lanterns flicker and die. But one man remains at sea. His name is Kalen, the quiet fisherman. His small wooden boat rocks violently in the storm. Yet he does not panic. He rows with steady hands, his eyes fixed on something in the water. The villagers standing on the shore gasp when they see it. A child, swept away by the current, struggling to stay above the waves. Someone help him. A woman screams, but no one moves. The storm is too fierce, the tide too strong. Kalen does not hesitate. He dives into the black water, disappearing beneath the foam. Lightning flashes across the sky, and for a moment, his face is visible. Calm, ancient, unafraid, the villagers whisper among themselves, their voices trembling with fear and wonder. He's cursed, one man mutters. No storm ever touches him. The narrator's voice rises above the wind. If only they knew who he truly was. Kalen lives alone in a broken hut by the edge of the water. The roof leaks when it rains. The walls are patched with old cloth and driftwood. There is no furniture, only a thin mat on the floor and a rusty pot by the fire. It is the kind of place people pass without looking twice. Every morning, he fixes nets for other fishermen. He never asks for payment, but they leave him fish or bread anyway. He gives most of it away to widows and children. The elders shake their heads when they see him. A man with no family, no past, they say. What a waste. The children love him. He carves wood and fish for them and tells stories about the sea. But the adults pity him. They think he is mad, or cursed, or both. Kalen speaks little. He watches the horizon too often, as though waiting for something that will never come. And every dawn, without fail, he walks to the water's edge, kneels in the sand, and drops a single white flower into the sea. No one knows why. No one dares to ask. One evening, the villagers gather by the fire. The air smells of roasted yams and smoke. Children play nearby while the adults talk in low voices. Old Mama Sadi, her back bent with age, stares into the flames with narrow eyes. I saw something on his arm, she says suddenly. The others turn to her. Whose arm? A young man asks. Kale's, she replies. We're all scars, the kind only worn by warriors of the kingdom of Eroba. Laughter erupts around the fire. Mama, you've been drinking too much palm wine. Someone jokes, but Mama Sadi does not smile. I know what I saw. Those marks are not ordinary. They are carved by the king's priest during the ceremony of warriors. Only princes and generals carry them. The village chief waves his hand dismissively. He is just a madman escaping his fate. A man who lost his mind to grief or shame. That's all. But curiosity begins to grow. Whispers spread like smoke. That night, as people return to their homes, they glance toward Kalen's hut with new eyes. Who is this man who prays to the sea? Kalen begins to dream. In his dreams, a woman's voice calls his name beneath the water. It is soft, familiar, filled with longing. He wakes gasping, his chest tight with pain. The voice stays with him even after his eyes open, echoing in his mind like a song he cannot forget. Each dawn, when he walks to the shore, the tide carries a strange scent. Lilies, the same flower his lost love used to wear in her hair. His hands tremble as he casts his net into the water. The sea feels different now, alive, restless, as though it remembers him. One morning, as he kneels to drop the white flower, the waves pull back farther than usual. The wet sand gleams in the early light, and there, carved into the shore by some unseen hand, is a single word. Wait. Kalen's breath catches. His eyes fill with tears. The sea is speaking to him. After all these years, after all the silence, the ocean remembers, and somewhere beneath the waves, she is still calling his name. We return to the kingdom of Eroba, many years before. It is a land of gold and coral palaces, where the sun always shines and the streets are paved with polished stone. Gardens bloom with flowers that never wilt. Fountains sing in every courtyard. The people are proud and the laws are strict. Prince Cairo, heir to the throne, is loved by all. He is gentle and wise, quick to listen and slow to anger. Mothers want their daughters to marry him. Fathers want their sons to serve him. The king and queen are pleased with their son, but they are also worried. You must marry soon, the queen says one evening. The council has chosen 3 noble families. You must choose one of their daughters. Cairo bows respectfully. Mother, I will do my duty. But his heart is not in the palace. His heart is elsewhere, far from the gold and the guards, far from the throne that waits for him. His heart belongs to someone forbidden, a fisherman's daughter from the village of Eroba. Her name is Sari. She is radiant, with skin like polished amber and eyes that hold the light of the sea. She wears simple dresses and goes barefoot on the sand. Every morning, she sings to the waves, her voice clear and sweet, like bells carried by the wind. One night, Prince Cairo escapes the palace guards. He is tired of their watchful eyes, tired of being followed everywhere he goes. He runs through the forest until he reaches the coast, breathing hard, laughing at his own freedom. That is when he sees her. She stands by the water, singing softly, her hands cupped around the shell. When she notices him, she does not bow, she does not gasp or stammer. Instead, she laughs. "Who are you?" she asks. "A runaway soldier." Cairo breathes. "Something like that. You look too soft to be a soldier," she teases. "Your hands are too clean." For the first time in his life, Cairo feels seen not as a prince, but as a man. They begin to meet in secret. Cairo disguises himself as a fisherman, wearing old clothes and a borrowed hat. He learns the rhythm of the sea beside her, casting nets, mending ropes, listening to the gulls cry overhead. Sari teaches him humility. She shows him how the tide moves, how the fish follow the moon, how the poorest man can still have a rich heart. Cairo teaches her how to read the stars. He tells her stories of distant lands and ancient kings. They sit by the fire at night, their shoulders touching, their laughter soft. One evening, as the sun sets, Cairo takes her hand. "I want to build a life with you," he says. "Far from the crowd's reach, far from everything that tries to control us." Sari looks at him with eyes full of light and sadness. "Are you sure? A life with me means giving up everything you know." "Then I'll give it up gladly," he whispers. They promise each other the impossible, a future together, but secrets do not stay hidden forever. News spreads that the prince has been visiting Eroba. A palace guard sees him, leaving the village one night, and reports it to the king. The royal court explodes with fury. The king and queen summon Cairo to the throne room. Their faces are hard as stone. "A prince cannot marry a peasant," the queen thunders. "Do you want to bring shame upon this house?" "She is not a peasant," Cairo says quietly. "She is the woman I love." The king slams his fist on the armrest. "Love is not enough. You have a duty to this kingdom, to your bloodline, to the throne that has been passed down for centuries. You will obey, or you will be cast out." The royal seer, an old woman wrapped in robes, steps forward. Her voice is low and cold. "If you choose love over duty, the sea will remember, and the sea never forgives." But Cairo does not listen. His heart has already made its choice. That night, Cairo runs away with Sari. They steal a small boat and sail across the bay under the cover of darkness. The stars are bright, the wind is gentle, and for a moment, they believe they are free. But the sea has been watching. Suddenly, the sky turns black. Thunder roars. Lightning splits the clouds. The water rises like a wall, crashing over the boat. Waves twist and pull as though the ocean itself is angry. And then, from beneath the water, a figure rises. It is a spirit of the sea, glowing with silver light. Her eyes ancient and unforgiving. Her voice echoes across the storm. "You have defied the law of the tides. Love born in disobedience cannot stand without price." Cairo holds Sari tightly. "Please, take me instead." "Let her go." The spirit's gaze is cold. "No, you will both pay. One of you shall lose your voice, the other, your name, until love is proven stronger than pride." The curse falls like lightning. The boat overturns. Cairo is thrown into the black water, spinning, sinking, gasping for air. When he finally surfaces, coughing and shaking, he is alone. "Sorry," he screams, but there is no answer. He searches the water, diving again and again until his lungs burn and his arms go numb. She is nowhere. The sea has swallowed her whole. When dawn breaks, palace guards find him washed up on the sand, unconscious. They carry him back to Orin, but he refuses to stay. He fights them, screaming her name until his voice breaks. Days pass, weeks, months. The kingdom mourns the prince's madness. Songs are written about his fall. His name begins to fade from the people's lips, as though the curse is erasing him from memory. Cairo does not return to the palace. Instead, he wanders the coast, searching every shore, calling for the woman the sea took from him, but she never answers. Cairo renames himself Kalen. He hides his royal tattoos beneath old fishing nets. He cuts his hair short and lets his hands grow rough with work. He takes the life of a fisherman, living simply, speaking little, helping the poor. He carries only one thing from his past, a ring of blue coral, the one he had carved for Sari. He keeps it tied around his neck with a leather cord, hidden beneath his shirt. The villagers of Eroba do not recognize him. To them, he is just another lost soul washed up by the tide. They pity him, offer him food, and leave him alone. At night, Kalen sits by the water and stares at the horizon. His heart aches with a pain that never dulls. He does not cry. He has no tears left. Every morning, he drops a white flower into the sea. It is his prayer, his promise, his hope that somewhere beneath the waves, Sari still remembers him. The seasons pass like clouds over the water. Spring turns to summer. Summer fades to rain. Rain gives way to dry winds and brittle grass. The years blur together, one after another, until Kalen can no longer remember how long he has been here. To the children, he is a gentle old man who tells stories of the sea and carves toys from driftwood. To the adults, he is a mystery. A man with no family, no past, no future. But sometimes, at sunset, Kalen's eyes fill with tears when he hears the gulls cry. Their voices sound like hers, soft, distant, calling him home. The villagers do not understand. They shake their heads and whisper, "Poor man, he lost his mind long ago." But the narrator knows better. A king can hide his crown. He can disguise his face and change his name. But he cannot hide his sorrow. It leaks through the cracks like water through a broken dam. And the sea remembers everything. A new village chief arrives. His name is Boro, and he is arrogant, loud and hungry for power. He wears gold rings on every finger and speaks as though the world owes him respect. Boro has plans for Eroba. He wants to sell the sacred bay to foreign traders who seek its coral. They promise him wealth beyond measure. All he has to do is sign the contract and tear down the old shrine by the water. The elders protest. That bay is sacred. Our ancestors are buried there. The sea will not forgive us if we disturb it. Boro laughs. The sea belongs to no one. It is just water, and water has no memory. The villagers grow uneasy, but they are afraid to challenge him. Boro has the governor's backing. He has money and men with guns. Only Kalen speaks out. The sea remembers everything we take, he says quietly. Boro sneers. And who are you to tell me what the sea remembers? A crazy fisherman who talks to the waves. Kalen does not answer. He simply walks away, his eyes dark with knowledge. The next day, workers arrive with shovels and machines. They begin to dig near the old shrine, tearing up the ground, breaking the stones that have stood for generations. The sea changes. It turns dark, almost black, like ink spreading through water. The fish vanish. Nets come up empty. The waves grow restless, rising and falling in strange rhythms, as though the ocean is breathing. And then, at night, the villagers hear it. A voice, soft, mournful, echoing from beneath the tide. It sounds like a woman singing, but the words are too faint to understand. Children wake crying, dogs howl. Fishermen refuse to go near the water. The elders gather in fear. The sea is angry. They say, "We must stop the digging." But Boro ignores them. "Superstition," he mutters. Nothing more. The villagers come to Kalen, begging for help. "You know the sea better than anyone. What is happening?" Kalen looks at the water, his face unreadable. "It has begun," he says simply. The storm comes without warning. One moment, the sky is clear. The next, thunder crashes and the wind screams. Waves rise like mountains, crashing onto the shore. People run for shelter, clutching their children. A small boy, no more than 6 years old, is swept into the water. His mother screams, reaching for him, but the tide pulls him under. Without thinking, Kalen dives in. The villagers watch in awe as he moves through the water like one who knows the ocean's secret paths. He does not struggle. He does not panic. He swims with the current, not against it, as though the sea itself is guiding him. He reaches the boy, pulls him close, and swings back to shore. When he emerges, dripping and breathless, the boy's mother weeps with gratitude, but the others are staring at Kalen's arm. The wet cloth has slipped, revealing the mark carved into his skin. The royal crest of oil. Gasps fill the shore. The fisherman is no ordinary man. That night, Mama Sadi gathers the elders around the fire. Her voice is low and urgent. I told you I saw the marks of a warrior. Now, do you believe me?" The others nod slowly, their faces pale. There is an old legend, Mama Sadi continues. A story our grandmothers used to tell about a prince who vanished for love. His name was Cairo, heir to the throne of Orin. He ran away with a fisherman's daughter, but the sea cursed them both. The girl was taken by the waves, and the prince was never seen again. The chief fisherman frowns. "You think Kalen is the prince?" Mama Sadi nods. His face, his voice, his scars, they match the old songs. Whispers spread through the village like wildfire. By morning, everyone knows. The lonely fisherman Pitied, the man they thought was mad, might be the last prince of Orin, but no one dares to ask him, because if it is true, then his story is not one of madness. It is one of love and loss to deeper words. That night, as thunder rolls across the sky, Kalen walks to the old shrine. The stones are broken, the ground torn open by Boro's men. There are smells of salt and sorrow. Kalen kneels by the water's edge. His voice is barely a whisper. If love is stronger than pride, let the sea forgive. The wind dies, the waves grow still, and then, from beneath the surface, a light begins to glow. Slowly, a figure rises from the water. It is Sari, but she is no longer flesh and bone. She is spirit now, glowing with silver light. Her eyes filled with tears that shimmer like stars. Her voice is soft, broken, beautiful. Cairo, he chokes on his own breath. Sari, your love was never lost, she whispers, only waiting to be remembered. She reaches toward him, but her hand passes through his like mist. He tries to hold her, but there is nothing to hold, only light, only memory. I've waited so long, he says, his voice breaking. I never stopped searching. I know, she says. I felt every flower you dropped. I heard every prayer. The next morning, Boro arrives at the shrine with his men. He is furious. Who told you to stop working? He shouts, get back to digging. The workers hesitate, their eyes darting nervously toward the water. Chief, the villagers say the sea is cursed. We've heard voices of night, strange lights beneath the waves. Boro spits on the ground. Cowards, all of you. He grabs a sledgehammer and walks to the shrine himself. I'll do it myself if I have to. He raises the hammer high and brings it down on the ancient stone. The moment it strikes, the sea erupts. Waves rise like walls, crashing through the village. Water floods the streets, sweeping away carts, baskets, and market stalls. The wind howls like a wounded animal. Lighting splits the sky, and from beneath the water, Sari's voice turns from sorrow to wrath. You have defiled what was sacred. The villagers scream and run for high ground. Kalen stands at the water's edge, calling her back by name. Sari, please, stop. The storm rages, but Kalen does not move. He stands firm, his feet planted in the sand, his voice rising above the wind. Sari, I know you're angry. I know you're in pain. But these people are innocent. They did not take you from me. The sea did. Her glowing figure appears in the waves, her eyes blazing. And you did nothing to stop it. I tried, Kalen shouts, his voice cracking. I search for you every day. I pray to the sea. I gave up everything. My name, my throne, my life. I became nothing so I could stay close to you. His voice changes then. It deepens, grows powerful, commanding. The curse begins to break. Lightning flashes, and the royal crest on his chest is revealed, glowing like fire. The villagers gasp and fall to their knees. He is no longer Kalen the fisherman. He is Prince Cairo of Ori. I command the storm to stop. He roars, and the sea obeys. The waves calm, the wind dies, the rain slows to a drizzle. But Sari's spirit begins to fade. She stands before him one last time, glowing faintly, her edges blurring like smoke. You can return to your throne now, she says softly. You can rule, just as they always wanted, or you can stay with me, beyond the tide, where the living cannot go. Cairo's heart breaks all over again. What kind of choice is that? He whispers. The only one love ever gives, she replies. The villagers watch in silence. No one speaks, no one moves. Cairo looks at the people kneeling around him. They are poor, afraid, and broken. They need protection. They need justice. They need someone to stand for them against men like Boro. But they are not his throne. His throne was never gold or power. It was always her. He turns back to Sari, tears streaming down his face. Let love be my crown, he says, and the people my kingdom. Sari smiles, radiant and heartbreaking. Then you have proven it, she whispers. Love stronger than pride. And with that, she dissolves into light, like dawn breaking over the water. The sea withdraws peacefully. The water recedes, leaving behind wet sand and broken shells. The storm is over. Boro's palace, built on stolen land and greed, has been swept away. But no life is lost. The villagers emerge from their homes, shaken but alive. When they turn to thank Kalen, he is gone. Only the ring of blue coral lies by the shrine, glowing faintly in the morning light. The elders gather around it, whispering prayers. Mamad Sadi picks it up gently, tears in her eyes. He gave up everything twice, she says. Once for love, and once for us. The villagers rebuild the bay with careful hands. They repair the shrine and place the coral ring at its center. They rename the shore the King's Shore, in honor of the prince who became a fisherman. And every year, on the anniversary of the storm, they gather by the water to sing songs of love and sacrifice. Days later, messengers from the royal palace arrive in Eroba. They wear fine robes and carry a sealed letter from the queen. The elders bring them to the shrine and tell them everything. The storm, The curse, the prince who lived among them. The messengers are silent for a long time. Finally, one of them opens a leather case and pulls out an old portrait. It is Prince Cairo. The villagers gasp. It is the same face, the same eyes, the same scar above his brow. It is him, Mama Sadi whispers. It was always him. The messengers return to Orin with the news. The queen collapses when she hears. The king, now old and frail, weeps for the son who passed away. They send word back to Eroba, build a monument in his honor. Let the kingdom remember the prince who chose love over the throne. And so they do. Years pass, and the village of Eroba grows strong. Fishermen sing as they cast their nets. Children play by the shore. The bay is protected now, sacred once more. Every year, the villagers hold a festival in Cairo's memory. They call it the Festival of the Tide. Children dress as fishermen and sing by the water. Love is the tide that returns, even when lost. Legends spread across kingdoms. Travelers come from distant lands to hear the story of the prince who became a fisherman for love. Poets write ballads. Mothers tell their daughters. Fathers teach their sons. And always, the story ends the same way. He gave up his crown, but became a greater king than any who ruled. The shrine glows softly at night, as though guarding his memory. And the sea, once angry, is now calm and kind, as though it has finally forgiven. Each morning, just before sunrise, something strange happens. A single white lily floats to shore. No one knows where it comes from. Fishermen check their nets, but it is never caught. Children search the water, but they never find the source. The elders say it is Sari's promise, that love never truly drowns, that even beyond death, beyond curses, beyond time itself, love remains. Some say that on quiet nights, when the moon is full, you can still hear her voice singing softly beneath the waves. And if you listen closely, you can hear him answering. The sea glows where Kalen once stood, a faint silver light that dances on the surface. Travelers stop to watch it, their hearts strangely moved. What is that light? They ask. That, the villagers say, is love keeping its word. If only they knew, the lonely fisherman they pitied had once given up his throne for love, and in doing so, became a greater king than any who ruled. The camera pans slowly over the calm sea. The sun rises, painting the sky gold and pink. Waves lap gently against the shore. A white lily floats toward the sand, carried by the tide. Children run along the beach, laughing. Fishermen prepare their boats. Life goes on, as it always does, but the story remains, and the moral is clear. True greatness lies not in crowns or gold, but in hearts brave enough to lose them for love. The screen fades to black. The sea whispers one final word. Forever.